like he's been doing all the right stuff, and he's just a little bit tricky. But that one right there is one I see a lot of horses doing these days. Is people not noticing the fact that the horse is kind of shut down. Kind of like with him when I said, okay, I want to do more steps. And then I did that. He went, and then just locked up. It's just like a horse being shut down like this. I froze in place. He didn't step over and come to a stop. He's in the middle of the step. He's locked up right there. Like that. Okay, you want to have a crack at it? You're all rested now? So what I don't want you to do yet is anything. What I want you to do is just go ahead and walk around that side of him. Before you do, have that rope ready to defend yourself before you go. Just wander around there and just see what he does. Good. So see you kind of letting him in right there? Good. So just go ahead and disengage him right there. And just stay disengaged. I suggest that he goes. And just stay suggested. Just stay there, step forward, stay there, stay there, stay there. Good. Run up and throw the rope out. No, run up and throw the rope out. Good. He wasn't doing there. You go. See, he ended up over. See, you guys see he finished like that behind. Before, there we go, he's licking his lips right there. Before he was kind of, yeah, I'll do this and then you leave me alone, sort of thing. Now just stand there for a minute. Did you see him when you were throwing that rope around? Kind of, and he, okay, yeah, I got it. I thought I could put it over you, but I couldn't. That's alright, no big deal. Like I said, just drive him over there with it. Point with your left hand and drive with your other hand. Just drive him over there. Drive him over there hard. Good. And just run up there and throw the rope over.
Oh, you did it.
Yeah. Move his hind end over. See how he ended up right there? Just bump your hand. No, bump your hand there. Step in there. Step in towards his hind end. Throw the rope. Throw the rope. Shorten your rope a bit so you don't get kicked. Right there. Do it again. See? Stop like that. Make him get over there. And just step in there and throw that rope again. Just watch his hind end while you're doing this. Stepping over. You just did it again. Bump your hand towards his hip. Left hand towards his hip hard. Left hand towards his, there you go. Step towards there you go. And throw the rope over while you're doing it. There we go. See where I'm standing here right now? His hind end's actually further away from his front end. Okay? That's the first time he actually stopped without it wasn't a threat, but it's kind of the beginning of threatening you with that hind end. And I don't think it's not that he's nasty or anything like that, but he just has that little defensive, you know, if he can't bully you, he'll kind of bully with his front end. He's just not comfortable with it, you know what I mean? I would imagine he's probably had some silly things done to him in the past, you know what I mean? Not that we're treating him different. I mean, like I said this morning, if he's been abused and that's why he's doing that, we're not treating him any different than a horse that hasn't been abused, that's why he's doing it. But he is doing that. You know, if you went out in the pasture with other horses, they would definitely, you know, just drive that front end away from you. Yep, right there, just drive that front end away. Good. And perfect. See that? Good. Now just run up there and throw the rope over. See that hind end went with him? You girls sitting over here been watching this. Right there. Bump, bump, bump. Towards his hip, towards his hip, towards his hip. Bump your hand towards it. There you go. And that hind end steps over. Much better. Did you see that time when Janae drove his front end away? It all went off this way. That front end didn't go away and that hind end swings towards it. You don't want it to be like a seesaw, to where you move the front end away, the back end comes in. And you see when he stopped right then, he kind of stopped like that. And you just bump back in, then untracked, and he ended up over there. It's a little bit like Tracy's horse backing up. When Tracy's horse backs up, we want it to do that. Okay, when you get him away from you, you want that hind end to do that. So Tracy's horse, when she started the day, he'd stop, back up, and then do that. Your horse today, you move his hind end over, stop, and it would do that. So it wasn't doing, you guys get on it wasn't doing more than her, it wasn't continuing in that direction. Now that's awesome. Just step forward. There you go. Try not, see your left foot's heading towards his head? Point your left foot towards his belly. There you go. So when he walks off, just step in towards that hind end, right? So as soon as he walked off, you almost went to head him off. So you just walk towards his belly, just keep throwing. Towards his belly, towards his belly, towards his belly, towards his belly. No, towards his belly. No, that's not his belly. Belly, his name is Schiller. Well, you're bumping this here, and not stepping over is not going. If he was going to do it, he'd have done it by now. But remember, we're trying to get that thing not to point at us, and as soon as what you kept doing then was stepping like this. So you're pushing that, like your foot was doing that when you're walking here. You're kind of pushing that end away, which is pushing this towards you. Make sure this bit gets away from you. Now, if getting this bit away from me, that front end came too close, I get that away from you. If I got that away from you, then, but see when I move that away, that's going too. But when you, now right there, see that thing's cocked towards me, bump this way until he, throw this rope, there we go, until he steps over. And see my feet where they're pointing right towards his loin right there? See, bump that here until he steps over, you'd be throwing this. And then they come to a stop. Good, but he's not going to kick you if you're bumping his head and everything's going that way. So you guys might notice we're still on this one side. Because on this side it keeps going DCA, DCA, I'm not going to go, that's cool, let's add some more to it. You know, if this horse was at my place and I spent an hour and a half working on this side today and he got better, I'd be happy. Don't feel the need to, I think a lot of people feel the need to get something working really bad, then work on something else really bad, then something else really bad, and they go, I got something done today. No, you didn't. You're better off working on something till it was good, no matter how small it was. Did everybody hear that?